Oh goodness, we're back now. It has been a while since doing a video at all, like a week or so. I don't know. Stop watching porn anyway, as always. So, okay, last video I said that, yeah, I'm getting back to doing the videos and all that stuff. It's taken a little while to get back to it, but anyway, here we are. And I also promised that the next video was gonna be about that question that people ask all the freaking time, anytime people talk about God and related topics. Or at least they used to. It seems like the question has finally died out a little bit, but it's still out there. People ask, they say, could God create a rock so heavy that he himself couldn't lift it? And the idea is to try to pin down the idea of not omniscience, omnipotence, being all-powerful. The idea that, God is powerful enough to do literally everything. The idea is to try and pin that concept down and say, haha, he can't really be omnipotent, because if he can create a rock so heavy he can't lift it, well, then he's not strong enough to lift that rock, so he's not omnipotent. Or if he can't create a rock that's so heavy he can't lift it, then there's something he can't do, so he's still not all-powerful. And that's a bunch of malarkey. That's a bunch of bodaggets, okay? It is a complete, I won't say a stupid question. It's a clever question. I will give it that. It's a clever question, but at the same time, it's not asking this question does not show a very deep understanding of anything that you're trying to address. And so let me go ahead and answer the question. The answer to the question is no, God cannot create a rock so heavy he can't lift it. And let me explain why. And then you'll see why that isn't a restriction or a limitation on his power. The fact that he cannot create such a rock is not a limitation on his power. So let's start by, let's go down into some lower level forms of creation here. Let's say you have a developer, a software developer, game developer, I don't know what kind of developer this would be, but anyway, you have a developer and he creates a simulated reality. And within this simulated reality, there are rocks and whatever else he wants to put in there. I don't know, let's say the people. Let's just go ahead and say it's a game. Yeah, so you have your game developer is making his game, and he has all these different things in this little universe that he's created. You have people, you have rocks, you have vessels fitted for destruction, all sorts of things like that. And within that game, there's a physics engine, of course, and all that kind of stuff that, that a game typically needs to have, I guess. And so he is able to give different attributes to all the objects and characters and whatnot within the game. And so let's say he creates a rock in the game and he assigns it a weight within that game. And that weight very, very much determines how other characters and objects are able to interact with that rock, just like it does in the real world. Just like the weight of a rock matters in terms of everything we do to it in this world, so the weight of the rock determines everything that happens to it within the game. However, as the developer here, he's not inside of that game universe, or whatever you want to call it. He's not inside of that simulation. So the physics engine, basically the laws of physics within that game, have no bearing whatsoever on his interaction with the objects within the game. He can move or delete or destroy or copy or whatever he wants to do with that rock, no matter what it weighs within the game, no matter how hard it is, no matter even if he makes it, completely indestructible within the game, he can delete it, get rid of it completely, destroy it just as easily as he could anything else. And so it's the same way with God. It doesn't matter how much the rock weighs or anything, because it is within creation. It is a created object. And the laws of physics within this creation, within this universe that God has created, have nothing to do with his ability to manipulate, move, destroy, whatever, any of those objects, no matter how strong they are, no matter how heavy they are, no matter how big they are. None of that matters. It's completely irrelevant, because God doesn't exist within the universe. He exists outside the universe. He created it, so of course he exists outside this created universe, and so he can pretty much do whatever he wants to any of that. So the question is kind of a silly question. It's a lot like asking, can God create a rock so blue he can't move it? Well, of course not. The color of the rock doesn't have anything to do with whether or not you can move it. And in just the same way, the weight of a rock doesn't have anything to do with whether or not God can move it. So there's the answer. There's the best answer that I know of anyway. That's, something, I used to wonder about that question. Like, well, let's see if I can figure out an answer to this. That's what I've figured anyway, so far, with my limited intelligence and whatnot. Let me know what you think, because I say it's a silly question, but it's still interesting to discuss. I think it's good to discuss. Otherwise, I wouldn't be talking about it right here. Anyway, so let me know what you think. If you have a better answer, if you think I'm wrong, if you think that I'm off my rocker, or if you just want to, sit in your chair and say, except that God doesn't exist. Richard Dawkins, I don't care. But anyway, whatever you want to say it. I don't care. If I don't want to talk to you, I'll just ignore you. So that's the worst that can happen. But that is it for now. So y'all have a good day. Like I said, stop watching porn. Just quit jacking out your testosterone and whatever. There's a dude whose existence I learned of recently. It's they call him Jihadi Jesus, and he went on that live stream that Shia LaBeouf had up a while ago, that he will not divide us thing, telling people. He said a lot of stuff, but he also said, stop masturbating, which is like, this is a man after my own heart. But anyhow. Funny stuff. I love it. Anyhow, that's it for now. I really will wrap this up here. This is only about 7 minutes now. That's pretty good. I'm trying to make the videos more into smaller, digestible sizes here. But yeah, so I will talk to you guys later. Take it easy, but not too easy. Subscribe to this here channel. I'm gonna get back on the ball here. I promise, guys. I'm gonna get back on the ball here and start doing this again. I know I kind of took a break from it, but I'm serious. This is something I want to do, and I'm going to do it. But again, that's it for now. God bless you guys. Take it easy, but not too easy. Check out my other videos, because I talk all about quitting porn and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'll see y'all. See you next time or whatever. I got good at closing videos, and then I got bad at it again. I'll have to remind myself how to do this. But this really is it for now. I'll talk to you later.